it's JG here with Earth 5D University, back for another teaching. I'm so glad you're here today, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found me. Happy Easter. It's Easter Sunday. I'm thrilled that you're here. I'm thrilled to talk about Christ consciousness today. What does it mean to rise, to give birth, to give new life to Christ consciousness, to have that dying and rising experience? That's what I'd like to share with you today. So relax, take a deep breath, and let's get into it, right? This is about joy. This is about liberating our spirit. This is about inviting Christ consciousness into our life in a new way. So when we talk about the dying and rising of the Christos, of that logos, of that Christ consciousness, what I feel like we're really referring to is the metaphor of bringing consciousness into places that no longer serve us. So let's think about this metaphorically. We're dying to things, dying to parts of ourselves that no longer serve us. They no longer serve our highest good, either for humanity, but mostly for ourselves, right? Everything begins inside of here. We must remember, we are the temple. We are the church. We are the synagogue. We are the mosque. It's us. This is the temple, the holy temple of divinity, of that Holy Spirit, or however you think of this consciousness that's higher than us, this frequency of unconditional love. In Christianity, they consider it as the Christos, this unconditional love that came in the form of a person, of a human being, that was a master that walked our earth. And it's really an invitation today, guys, to think about how you can surrender and allow these places inside of yourself that no longer serve to die, to fall away metaphorically out of your being, out of your temple, in order to create new life there and bring the ascension energy in. So Christ died and rose. What does that mean? The Christos, we can allow the parts of ourselves that no longer serve us to fall away, to die out of our consciousness, meaning those areas that are like less than positive, maybe fear, maybe anger, jealousy, all those places that are in your shadow. It's an invitation to allow this unconditional love into those places, surrender it, and understand, I can hear my kids, understand giggling, that too much sugar, by the way, and understand that there's compassion, that we can allow compassion in. We can allow unconditional love into those places that no longer serve us. Bring in acceptance and be quote unquote forgiven, meaning that we don't have to have karma for those situations if we choose to bring unconditional love of that Christ consciousness into these areas that no longer serve, that no longer belong, that no longer fit in that fifth dimensional framework. So when we're talking about the fifth dimension on this plane on earth, we're talking about allowing that higher frequency into our everyday lives, really making it happen through our relationships, through how we spend our time on this planet. How do you want to really spend your time? Because at the end of your life, when you kind of look back and review what you've done here, what you've been a part of here, the energies that you created here, right? You're taking nothing with you, right? None of your belongings. What you'll take is the energy that you created here and have a look at it, right? My daughter explained something so beautifully the other day in the car. She said, because we philosophize a lot, and my oldest daughter, she said, Mom, we're just like puzzle pieces of the earth. Our body's like a puzzle piece that you pull out of the earth and it becomes your physical being. This is an 8-year-old. And then when we pass on, our bodies fall back into the earth and the puzzle goes back, right? And I do feel like I understand what she meant by that. We're borrowing our bodies, right? They're from Gaia, Mother Earth. And this is our physical form that is the holy temple. And it was given to us from the earth. And eventually it'll go back to the earth. So our soul here inhabits this, right? And while we're here, we have the ability to learn and to grow in consciousness, to understand what it means to be a physical person on earth, to have a consciousness as a human being. And so in some of the higher frequencies, it's my belief system that we don't always have a form. We have just energy. So I feel today is an opportunity for you guys to look at some of those places that you might be in the shadows, that might be in the shadows, whatever it is you're working on and in the shadow part of yourself, and bring that to this new Christ consciousness, this ascension energy, this total forgiveness, total compassion, total acceptance of self and others. And it's healing. If there's places in your life that you want healing, make sure that you surrender, that you die to those places, so that then you can rise in consciousness too. This ascension is for you. That was a model when Christ walked the earth of unconditional love that we could be a part of, that we too could apply to our lives to heal and to feel alive here. So this is a remarkable time on earth. This is a time on earth where we're going to see a great deal of positive change, and you are part of that change. I am part of that change. So think about the areas that you can bring ascension to. Okay? Awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being part of this teaching. And I just wish you so much love and light. Namaste. Love you guys.